Welcome back to Hoops Talk, y'all. This is episode 5. Today I'm gonna be going over basically playoff / play-in teams, and I'd say kind of the X factors of the series, or the swingers, I guess you could say. So basically, my definition would be who can kind of win you a game, who can kind of win you a series. I try to take out the best top 3 players, and then obviously injuries. It's tough. So, kind of the 3 best players that are going to be on the team playing, I guess you could say. Because obviously Dame would be a top 3 player on the Blazers, right? I mean, if he was playing this season, but he's not. So, kind of had to tweak it a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, starting with Detroit. Detroit's very interesting, obviously, because, Cade is hurt. Hopefully Cade's back for the playoffs. It'd be amazing to see Cade play. MVP caliber season. Went out, has a collapsed lung, so prayers up to him. But I have him playing in this hypothetical, so I have the 3 best players being Amen, Cade, and Duren. So taking all 3 of them out, and the X factor for me would be Jenkins. So it's kind of blessing in disguise that Cade is out, because then you get to see Jenkins more, and it's amazing to watch. I thought about Tobias Harris for this, but it's kind of like, I don't know. We're talking about impact and Jenkins, maybe even running the second unit. You're looking for shot creation all year and playmaking, and that's what he's giving you right now. So, yeah, I had Jenkins on there. Let's see. My next team is Boston. Okay. So, Tatum. Tatum would obviously be the easy answer, right? If he's 80% of what he was. If the shooting and the scoring comes back, yeah, that swings a series. But I took him out. I have him as one of the best players, obviously. So I put Tatum, Brown, and White as my 3. This is kind of a difficult one. So I kind of went the easy route. I went with Peyton Pritchard. Big Peyton Pritchard guy, by the way. Wish he could win 6th Man of the Year, but he played too many games, so... started too many games, so it's not going to go. But yeah, Peyton Pritchard, talk about swinging games, talk about swinging series. He's probably one of the best players on this list, honestly. Yeah. But yeah, I went with Peyton Pritchard for this one. Let's see. Okay, and then we have the Knicks. 3 best players I did was Brunson, OG, and Cat. As far as swinging the series, swinging a game, went with Mikal Bridges. We know what Mikal is on the defensive end. Probably one of the best perimeter defenders. But as far as shooting goes, if they can add another shooter, if he's shooting the ball well, you're probably going to win the series. If he's not, it's going to be more difficult to win the series. But yeah, that's my X factor for the Knicks. Next up is Cleveland. Okay. So Cleveland, 3 best players. I had Harden, I have D. Mitch, and I have Mobley. It's not really hard. I don't know who would really argue with that. But for the X factor, could have went Jarrett Allen. People probably want Mobley here, but I do have him as 3rd best player on that team. I went with Keon Ellis. And I just think Keon Ellis can shine. Coming in with that second unit, and you're probably going to be defending the best ball handler. Not just that, but also able to shoot threes. A lot of these guys, it's going to be coming down to that. But yeah, I went with Keon Ellis. Should be interesting to watch. I'm very excited to watch Cleveland. Definitely this postseason, and the Spurs. Definitely my 2 top teams to be watching. Yeah, but Keon Ellis, X Factor. All right, and then my next team is the Atlanta Hawks. Shout out Atlanta, man. shout out Atlanta, because it looks like they're going to be in a top seed, not even having to be in the play-in. I think there's like 12 games left in their, the fifth seed, maybe? Fourth seed? Fifth seed? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I got the Atlanta Hawks. So their three best players, in my opinion, is Jalen Johnson, obviously, non-negotiable. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And I have CJ McCollum. Reason why I have CJ McCollum, we may be like a Jonathan Kuminga, right? One, Jonathan Kuminga just got there. Need to see more consistency. His first game was amazing. I'm a Warriors fan, so it's tough seeing him strive, but it's also amazing, right? Need to see more consistency, though. So, yeah, he's also not my X Factor. My X Factor is Dyson Daniels. People might want him over CJ in that third spot, but I have Dyson Daniels. His ability to defend is obviously amazing. Defense wins in the playoffs. But can you shoot the ball a little bit? Can we see him shoot the ball consistently? Hit some threes, maybe, because, I mean, you're going to need that, too, in the playoffs. So, yeah. And how are teams kind of going to guard you, right? Because, I mean, you got to be able to shoot nowadays in the NBA. If you're on the floor, you got to shoot. You got to defend, right? Yeah, excited to see that. And then some of the teams that I have on here, obviously, they're not going to win the championship, right? They don't have a chance to win the championship, right? So it won't take long for me to be like, yeah, this team's going to do blah, blah, blah. This team, yeah. But anyway, speaking of that, my next team is the Toronto Raptors. Amazing regular season. Started off amazing. Kind of dipped down lower, so it's kind of sucks. But yeah, and they just don't beat good teams. Yeah, I mean, it's just they just don't beat good teams. Their three best players I have is Scotty, Ingram, and RJ Barrett. A swinger for whatever series they get into would be CMB. I don't know. Should be interesting to watch him in the playoffs. I'm probably not going to watch much Raptors basketball, but yeah, CMB. All right. Now we have the 76ers. Very, very interesting. It's going to be interesting to watch them this postseason, right? Because everybody's just coming back. We're going to be coming back pretty soon, right? Their three best I have on here is Maxey, Embiid, and PG. Don't have VJ up there yet. Definitely give them like next year or maybe, I don't know, the year after to kind of overleap Paul George and, I don't know, maybe Embiid? I don't know yet. Embiid's been here a long time, and he's kind of doesn't have to do the same thing that he had to do years ago in his MVP season. I mean, yeah. But anyway, those are my three best players. Kind of the swinger, the X factor for whatever series they get in or whatever gets play-in game possibly they're in. I have Quentin Grimes. It's looking like Philly chose the wrong guy in trading Maxey over Grimes, and then we'll see if Grimes comes back. I have Quentin Grimes. Let's see you hoop a little bit better, you know? I mean, that's really it. I mean, that's really it. Show, I'd say Philly that they chose the right guy, right? I don't know. For Miami, I have Bam, Hero, and Powell for their three best players. I don't really think that's a debate, but yeah. X Factors at Swinger, I have Khalil Ware. If he's allowed to play fully. I don't know. Obviously, Spo knows what he's doing at the end of the day. He knows players. He knows personalities. He knows who can play. He knows who can't play. I have Khalil Ware, though. Should be interesting to see what he can do, too. Like, I mean, I don't know. Let's see if he plays. Let's see how much he plays. Definitely going to keep an eye on that. Probably one of the most fun teams this season is the Charlotte Hornets, right? So their three best players right now, I have Melo, Kahn, and Miller. Not in any certain order, by the way. I don't Honestly, I don't know the order, right? But it doesn't matter, right? They've having an amazing season. Um, Hopefully they get into the playoffs, right? They're in a play-in spot right now. Basically, I mean, the play-in and the playoffs aren't locked right now, but they basically are, right? I think the Bucks are like, what, 10 games behind. I mean, they're not going to be in the postseason this year. Um, anyway, I have Kobe White. Should be very, very interesting to watch that, right? Interesting to watch Kobe White play in the postseason, hopefully in the playoffs, right? I mean, he's been in the postseason with the Bulls before, right? But on a different team, different dynamic. He's coming in with that bench unit. Yeah, I mean, I think he could win you a game, maybe. I mean, when I say win you a game, that's also including like like your starters and the three guys that I'm listing first, like them. They're on their game, and then boom, insert ABC in, and maybe they can win you a game. All right, another team, last East team. I have the Magic. Probably not gonna watch any Magic games. I mean, maybe. I mean, if they play the Pistons, could get interesting, right? I mean, I'd say whoever plays the Pistons coming out of the play-in tournament could be interesting, right? Because what version of Cade are you gonna get, right? Are you gonna get Cade, right? So yeah, I mean, I'd say you kind of have an upper hand playing the Pistons, right? But anyway, I have Paulo, Bane, and Wagner as the three best players. I just have Suggs as the X factor. I think he could win you maybe a game. I don't know. Yeah. Moving on to the West. All right, starting off at the tippity top, we got the OKC Thunder, right? SGA, J-Dub, and Chet. I mean, they're going to be SGA, J-Dub, and Chet. Besides that, though, as far as winning you a game, I mean, there's so many players. This is such a deep team. I'm going Alex Caruso. Big Alex Caruso fan. Every team wants an Alex Caruso, right? I mean, not every team went out and got him in the offseason in 2023, I think. But yeah, it's Alex Caruso for me. Just his ability to defend. He's just a smart basketball player, right? I mean, nothing more to say. It's Caruso. I mean, his ability to defend, hit tough shots, guard Jokic last season in the postseason. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's Caruso for me. Can't really go wrong with that, though. I mean, you could say McCain, right? Everybody would probably say McCain, right? Only thing is, this is a very defensive-oriented team, right? I think it's pretty easy to pick on McCain in a series, especially if they see the Spurs, right? It'd be pretty easy to pick on McCain, so that's why I have Caruso, right? Because he's got the three-point shot, obviously not the same volume as McCain, but he can shoot it, and he can also defend amazing, so, I mean, yeah. Alex Caruso. All right, then we got the Spurs. As of right now, when I'm recording this, Spurs are the 2 seed, 2 games behind the OKC Thunder. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Like 10, 12 games left. So, yeah. You got the Spurs. I put Wemby, Fox, and Castle there. People might have Harper over Castle, Castle over Harper, whatever. I mean, I got Castle, though. And for the fact that somebody might have, like, Harper or Castle, because I think Wemby and Fox are pretty much locks. I don't think anybody's arguing with that. But for that fact, I didn't include either of them in the X Factors just in case somebody thought they were in the top 3. I got Julian Champagnie. I got Julian Champagnie. Just his ability to shoot the 3-ball, like sometimes be the only one that can hit a 3-point. And when the Spurs shoot threes well, they win because, right? I mean, you already know the defense. I mean, the best defensive unit out there. When I say unit, I mean Wemby. He's a unit in himself. Yeah, but I got Julian Champagnie. I'm very excited to watch them in the postseason. I've said it before. Probably said it a million times. Yeah. Got the Lakers. Okay, so three best players obviously are Braun, Reeves, and Luka. X Factor. Okay, so I was gonna go Marcus Smart, right? Because the new emergence of him kind of like shooting the ball, shooting it well, right? So I could hear a Marcus Smart. I went DeAndre Ayton though. I think it's very interesting, kind of what he's bringing, right? Because he's kind of bought in now, and you love that. Being a top pick and it kind of not going well in where you were drafted, and then get traded, and then it kind of not go well, and then you get traded again, and then you thinking that you're like, maybe better than you are in a way, and then just grounding down and being like, okay, bet. Like, I'm playing with Luka and LeBron. I'm not the best player. I'm not the second best player. I'm not the third best player. Sometimes I won't even be the fourth best player. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. And kind of just buying into your role. I don't know. I think it could be very interesting LA postseason. All right, next team we got is Denver. Obviously, the best players are Jokic, Murray, and Gordon. This is kind of one where you could go a couple different ways. You could go to a Christian Brown, right? You can go to a Cam Johnson, right? I went a different way. I went with Peyton Watson. People forget how good Peyton was playing when Jokic was out, and then Peyton got injured. So it's like, oh, but if he could like play like how he was playing when Jokic was out, it's scary. Watch the tape. Watch the tape. Anyway, got Minnesota. I put Ant, Gobert, and Randall, three best players. I really, really, really wanted to go McDaniels, right? I mean, it's just if he can, because the defense is gonna be there, right? I mean, it's a given. He's probably gonna be guarding the best wing or maybe guard sometimes, in the series. I looked at McDaniels. I didn't really look at Nasri because I'm just like, he could have some stinkers and that's still okay. I went with Ayo. And pretty proudly, I went with Ayo. Also looked at Highland and I was like, Ayo though, man. He's, and it's so like perfect, right? Because that's what you need, right? You thought you had it with Rob, but you didn't. And you get it from Ayo, and it's just like, it's exactly what you need. It's exactly what you need in the postseason, too. And you just love it. Yeah, I think he could definitely swing a series by himself. All right, we got the Houston Rockets. Not really a contender this year. Not anymore. Definitely not. Not post All-Star break. Heck no. Anyway, they're the three best players. I put Şengün, put KD, and I put a men. Their X factor, it's probably not going to be a question if you watch the other videos. For me, it's Reed Shepherd, though. Starting or bench unit, it doesn't matter. It's Reed Shepherd. He's cold, and he's going to have a game this postseason. It doesn't matter if it's in the first round or if they make it to the second round, right? He's going to have a game this season, and it's going to be like, wow, Reed Shepherd is him. He is. Phoenix. Three best players. It's kind of a weird one. I put Booker, obviously. Put Dylan Brooks, obviously. Put Jalen Green. That one's a little bit, don't really love it. Anyway, I put Colin Gillespie. I think he could probably swing a game. Maybe. I think Phoenix might play OKC in the first round. I mean, maybe he could swing a game. You don't really know. I don't know. He's 41% from, I think he's 41% from three this season. Maybe 42% from the field, right? So, I mean, keep shooting that third ball. Clippers. Got Kawhi, Got Benedict, got Garland, we got Batum. Batum is the X factor. Sorry, the other three were the best players. I think Batum could maybe win you a game. Don't think he can win you a series anymore. Definitely think he can win you a game. Not gonna watch much Clippers basketball, sadly. I mean, Kawhi is gonna win you a game, obviously, but yeah. Portland's not really gonna do much this postseason, but Klingon, Denny, and Sharp are their three best players for me. Hoping Sharp makes it to the postseason, or the playing games maybe. They're not in the playoffs yet, so the playing game maybe. Have Tumani Kamara as the X factor. I think he could probably win you a game, probably win you that playing game. Yeah. Last team is my Golden State Warriors. We'll be in the play-in, obviously. We'll see if we make it to the playoffs, but this one was tough because, right, Melton's out, Jimmy's out, so I put Melton, and I put Dre for the three best players. I don't really know which way to go with that, but then I got Porzingis as a X factor. Definitely think he could win me a game. I mean, we'll see. Yeah. Don't want to spend too much time on Warriors, but yeah. And that's gonna be it for all the X factors, all the swingers of the series. Yeah. I'm not gonna give my my playoff predictions yet. I kind of want the playoffs to be set. There's just so much more in seeding wise that can happen, so I don't really want to predict the playoffs yet. But yeah. Let me know what you thought. Sorry, bit of a longer video, so